Alrighty guys, so here we are in my Canvas page. So once you log into Canvas and click on your math page, this is what you will see. This is our home page. Up at the top you can see that there is the name of the class as well as my name and email address. So if you need to email me, that's one place you can find my email address. Right below that there are 5 buttons there. We've got Zoom links, weekly schedule, about me, classroom management plan, and RJH handbook. Down below that, you've got the week at a glance. There's not much in there right now, but once we get going, there will be things filled in there, and that's where you can go to look just to see really quickly what's going to be happening in math class this week. Okay, going back up here to these 5 buttons, if you look at them, I'm gonna do the middle blue button first, the one that says weekly schedule. So if I click on that, you can see that there are a few different schedules in here. The first one up at the top, this is the schedule for the first 5 days of school. So you can see that we start with river time each day starting at 8 o'clock, and then after that we go through periods 1 through 7. Each of those classes is going to be meeting for 25 minutes apiece with a 10-minute break in between each one. So again, this is the schedule just for the first 5 days of school. After that, we move on to our typical weekly schedule. On Mondays, we'll see all of our classes for 25 minutes, just like we did for the first 5 days, except with no river time at the beginning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'll see periods 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on Wednesdays and Fridays, we'll see periods 5, 6, 7, and river time. Notice at the bottom of all 4 of those schedules, there's a gray part that says office hours. Office hours are going to be really important for you. They're going to be a time when you can go and talk to your teachers, any of your teachers that you need to talk to, whether it's for extra help. Maybe you didn't understand something during the Zoom session and you need some extra help, or maybe you missed the Zoom session and you need some help getting caught up on something. Go talk to your teachers during their office hours, and that will help you to get caught up on the things that you need to. Maybe you just want to talk to your teachers. Maybe you just want to see how they're doing, or just have a chat with them. That's fine too. Office hours are a great time to do that. Okay, going back to the home page here, the next button that I'm going to click on is the yellow one that says Zoom links. So here you notice there are a few different buttons. The first 2 are for periods 1 and 2. So obviously if you were in period 1 math, this is where you would go to find the Zoom link for period 1 math. If you're in period 2, you would click on period 2. The Zoom link for my office hours is also there. So if you need to see me during one of those office hour times that I was talking about just a minute ago, you can come here and you can click on the office hours Zoom link. Okay, over on the right hand side there's kind of a pink button there that says About Me. I'll click on that real quickly. Just a little bit of information here about kind of who I am, where I grew up, and how I came to be a math teacher. So if you ever would like to, you can go ahead and kind of look through that a little bit. Here's a picture of my family and I. There's my son Elijah and my wife. Here's my lazy cat, and here's my also kind of lazy cat, but maybe not quite as lazy. And then here's our puppy that we got just a few months ago. Okay, now looking at these 2 blue buttons down on the bottom, the first one on the left says Classroom Management Plan. We're not going to spend too much time here, but I just wanted to show you how to get to it. This is the Classroom Management Plan that was put forth by the district. It has things in here like Zoom expectations, homework policy, attendance policy, and communication policy, and we're going to spend some time in class talking about those, so I don't want to spend too much of our time right now. The one on the right says RJH Handbook. I'll click on that briefly as well. This takes you to the HSE 7th and 8th grade policies and procedures page. Again, this isn't specific to our school, but this is some documents that the district put out with lots of rules and information about things pertaining to junior highs in our district. Again, we'll spend a lot of time talking about these things during class as well. Okay, so that pretty much does it for our home page. Look over here to the left-hand side. You can see there are a few different tabs over here. The first one at the top says Home. That's where we're at right now. Right below that, you see Announcements. If I click on that, you can see that there's one announcement so far. That's my Welcome to School announcement. As we get going into school, there will be a new announcement each day, and you can come here to look for things like what your homework is for the day, what we're going to be doing during our Zoom classes and things like that. So that's kind of a good place to find information about what's going on in class. Right below that you see modules. Modules are also really important because these are going to give you a little bit more specific information about what we did in class on a particular day. So right now I have it pulled up to Thursday, August 7th. This is our first day of school, and so you can see the first box at the top tells what we did in class, and then the second box says this is your afternoon assignment. There is no assignment on the first day of school, so there's no homework there, so that's great. But if there was homework, that's where you would find it. So like if I go down and click on one of these other ones, say Wednesday, August 12th, there's nothing there right now, but if there was, this is where you would come to find out what we did in class and what your assignment was. That could be really helpful for you if you missed class one day or if you needed to go back and look at some things one more time. Okay, right below modules, here's Clever. Hopefully you're familiar with that already, but if you're not, that's a website that you can go to log into several different apps and websites that we use in class. And then right below that is Grades. There are no assignments yet, so there obviously aren't any grades yet either, but if we had some assignments, this is where you could go to see your grades for those assignments. And then below that, Office 365, that's your email. There are lots of different ways you can get to your email, but this is one of them. If you click that link and then click log in, you can log into your email that way. So that pretty much does it, except for what we see down here at the bottom. You can see down here at the bottom I have dashboard is in blue. That's because we're on the dashboard right now, but right next to that is the calendar. So if we click on calendar, this is where you can see the announcements. You can also see the assignments, and you can see them by day. So if you're looking for due dates for some things that, some assignments that you have done or you're working on, this would be a good place to look for that. All right, well that pretty much does it for the Canvas tour. I hope that information was helpful, and I hope you'll be able to use it to stay organized. That's all I've got for you for right now. I'll take care. Bye-bye.